Well, hello, true gardeners. Welcome back. So today we are talking all about edging. You guys know that if you watch my videos that I am in love with a few different types of edging, and I think it's really important if you're going to try to create a very long-lasting, anything that's going to do with stone, that you're going to really create it and fasten it in with some nice tight edging. So I want to mention 3 different kinds that I use, the pros and cons to it, and that way you can determine which of these is the best type to use for your particular project. So let's jump right in. All right, so what you're gonna see right behind me is a nice pathway of Tahitian gray granite fastened on either end with Beuta edging. What I like about Beuta edging and why you see it so often in my videos is because of this stuff right here, this grass, or what we call grass here in Florida. Now, this grass gets mowed, it gets weed eated, it gets run over, there's so much happens to this grass. A lot of times these mowers come through here and they really don't pay attention to the edging. I have more metal edging that gets nicked and bent because of that reason. So what I like about Beuta edging is once it's in, once it's fastened, once that big nail goes in and gets hit, all of these connect together, are super, super strong. I could run a tire of my car over top of this edging, that's what I like about it. I know it can withstand years of traffic because I have it in my very own garden. It can handle our UV light. It can handle a lot of really tough conditions, and it doesn't rust. I'm really a big fan of using this over time. And one other thing that I like about it, just like when you're using natural stone, and we're gonna get to that in a minute, you get to pick the colors that you're working with. I love using so many different varieties. It comes in whites, it comes in charcoal, it comes in this sandstone color, it comes in grays. I've used just about every one of those colors because it can really tie in with what you're doing in the garden. I think that edging is just like rock. You kind of want to tie in that color palette. Make sure that everything meshes together and feels like it's one organic grouping. And I think this edging does a nice job of offering not only the resilience that it has, but it also is aesthetically pleasing. So it's just a good hard composite material that I like to use. The benefit that it's made in the US, I really, really like that as well. Another edging that you guys are gonna see, I don't have it in this particular garden, but I'm gonna get Bryce to pop it on the screen on some of my other pathways. This is a perfect edging for pathways where there is not any grass. This is aluminum alloy edging. You guys will see that I use that a lot in my gardens. It's a great bendable edging product, so it's really nice and really easy to work with. So I think that's an ideal thing to use. The only issue that I have with it is a lot of us are in subdivisions where we have those big mowers that come through. And I've had such trouble in the past with mowers breaking, bending. It's strong, but it is aluminum, so it doesn't hold up to some of those conditions. So if it's an area that's a pathway that's lining where there's plants on both sides of it, I think that's a great product to use. I think it lasts long and it doesn't rust. So it's an ideal product to use for those particular situations. But when it comes to having edging on grass, I tend to lean towards the Beuta edging on that part. So the next edging is going to be the edging right over here.
Hey you guys, Bryce here. I just wanted to pop this in real quick and ask if you could like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps show your support and keep these videos going. Also, if you're enjoying the video, please drop a true gardener in the comments. And if you're looking for any help with designing your space, or you have some questions, or you want a master plan created, or you even want a design and installation done, head over to our website. We have 3 short videos that break down our 3 services so you can see which option works best for you. In those videos, we'll go over pricing and locations for the state of Florida. And if you're looking for any products mentioned in this video, we have a link that takes you directly to our Amazon storefront where you should be able to find everything. And also, if you're looking to build your own plant palette, we also have a link that takes you to our book that helps walk you through designing your own space. Thanks so much for your support, and let's get back to the video.
So this next edging, you guys are probably most commonly familiar with it at Home Depot or Lowe's. This is a great product. It isn't an interlocking product of any kind, but they really do mesh up really well. So you can kind of see the angles kind of sit nicely together. They're just kind of a natural, easy DIY edging to use. This is what's good about this product is it is nice and loose. So it is something that you can use and do it yourself. And if you get roots, or if you get, kind of a heavily rooted area like we see here, and you've got to pop up 1 or 2 bricks, cut those roots out and put that back down. That's kind of a nice option. The negative to it is that it can get rather pricey, and you kind of need a lot of them to do what you need to do, and you really do need to prep the ground really well, because with these guys, if you don't level things out really well when you set them in, you can really see the difference. You can see that. So Grading is going to be your friend in here. You're going to want to use like a nice small narrow shovel and really kind of get a good grade in here to kind of make sure that they line up pretty well. And the next variety is another common DIY project, edging. This is the chunks of flagstone set at an angle. You can really concrete these guys in to create a nice defined border, but a lot of times they'll be more of a loose fit because most of the time when you do edging like this, you're dealing with heavily rooted situations. So you kind of want to be able to play with it over time, re-level it, put it back in. So this is definitely a usable and a friendly option. It gives you a little bit more height, and because it has varied heights all in through the little pieces of the flagstone there, it doesn't have to be so exact. So you can kind of blur the lines a little bit with it. So it's kind of a nice option if you're doing it yourself, and it does give you kind of a nice soft border edge. And you can kind of see it over here. You can see that we are on quite a slant right here. And so the edging does just that. It slants nicely right here. Really gives us some really good height where we need it. It's a perfect way to just kind of finalize an edging and make it look a little bit more organic, more natural. All right, you guys, so I hope those little edging tips helped, and you can determine if which one of those are going to best fit your situation, because I'm getting so many questions on what kind of edging to use for my particular spot, and that really does depend on what you need it for. I'm hoping this video kind of gives you a little bit of insight. If you guys are looking to purchase any Beuta edging, I will put the link down in the description down below. I do earn a small commission off of that product, so if you plan on buying it anyway, it costs you no more to buy it from that link, and then it also does help and support our channel, so I want to thank you very much if you plan to buy it that way. Thank you. And I will see you in next week's video. Take care.